Good morning, Hayes Elementary School. Today is Thursday, January 14th, 2021. Please stand for your Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. All right, well, look at me. I'm sweating and I'm steamed because the LRC is missing a lot of books. Hey, you can help us with this problem. Remember to return your books to the library. All right, I know this is really tough to remember these things because we have a wacky schedule and everything else that's going on in the world. It's so hard to remember these things. But here are some strategies to help you remember. So if you have checked out library books that you would like to return, first, put your library books in your backpack when you think about it. Okay? This is a strategy that has helped me in life. When I need to remember something, when I actually do remember it, I need to do it that moment because I probably will not remember again the next morning. So you might want to actually, after these announcements, go find the library books if you are at home and put them in your backpack so that you can bring them to school and return them to the library and Mrs. Coleman. Another strategy that I think helps is to write a note in your planner. So you could write for the next day that you need to return library books along with the other things that you have noted that you have to do for homework. Okay? We know that this is just a normal thing that happens to people. We all forget. But we need to get those library books back in so that other friends can read them. Hey, and speaking of our wacky schedule, don't forget to consult that schedule. If you are purple, you're showing up on purple days, and if you are gold, you're showing up on gold days. A reminder that there is no school Monday, January 18th, in observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Lunch. Whoa! It's breakfast for lunch. That's my favorite. Breakfast is probably some of the best food you'll ever eat, and I'm so glad that we sometimes have it for lunch, and I sometimes have it for dinner. Breakfast for dinner is one of the best dinners in my house. All right, well, we're serving you a maple pancake wrap, potato stars, orange juice, and milk from a cow. All right, speaking of lunch and breakfast, students can order a breakfast and lunch to go for their home day. Okay, just tell your teacher that you want a to-go order, and Miss Abby will deliver it to your room at the end of the day. They are both free as well as hot lunch the day students are in school. Well, that is really wonderful. There is probably nothing better that you can do for another human being than to feed them. All right, here's today's weather. Can I ride my bike today? And the answer is gloriously yes! It is partly sunny. It's going to be dry with a high of 45. 45 is plenty warm enough to ride a bike in. Remember what I always say, there is no such thing as bad weather. There's only the wrong clothes. So dress warmly. I'm going to go for a bike ride after school today. Well, here's today's terrible joke. What do you call a dinosaur with a wonderful vocabulary? A thesaurus. Woo! That was terrible. Yes, the thesaurus is a wonderful book. It's like a dictionary, but the thesaurus tells us words that are similar or the opposite of a word. And as writers, we know that it is important to have many different words to describe ourselves, to describe what we're trying to talk about. So a thesaurus is a book that helps you find words that are the same or the opposite of a word. And since it sounds like a dinosaur, a thesaurus. All right, well, along those same lines, I have a trivia question to end today's program with. What is a sesquipedalian? Well, this goes along with the joke, right? That thesaurus joke made me think of this word, a sesquipedalian. So here's your challenge, folks. No matter what grade you're in, you can look this word up. It's on the screen. Look it up, and the next time you see me, Mr. Costello, use it in a sentence. Let me know that you know what this word means by using it in a sentence. I will use it in a sentence, but with not a lot of context. But I will tell you that I learned the word sesquipedalian from my dad. And my dad is somebody that I would describe as a sesquipedalian. All right, sesquipedalian, that's your challenge. Next time you see me, use it in a sentence. Blow my mind. Well, that concludes your morning announcements, Hayes. And remember, you are special!